Aloha, everybody. Since someone I know is going to Hawaii soon, I figured I'd say the paradisical, idyllic greeting. I was going to give you a few tips today for improving your sounds in other languages, or in case you're trying to pick up any other languages, I was going to give 5 quick tips. So my first tip would be that make sure you're conscious of the vowels. Because if you say, for instance, mountain, instead of mountain, you say mountain, mentin, mountain, montin. People won't understand you, especially if you're not saying it in the right context. So I've had this issue before. I speak 6 languages, not perfectly, but I can tell that sometimes just a slight variation in the vowel makes a huge difference, and ask people to correct you. That would be a second tip. Other people may not want to correct you, but if you ask enough people, you'll get some feedback at some point. The third tip I would give would be to join some meetups. There's so many groups now. Get a conversation partner. You can get them online. I think there was something called Cafe Mocha or something of that sort. There's so many people that want to practice and learn different languages. So if you spend 10 minutes in one language, 10 minutes of another, then you can both correct each other and swap off. And in fact, I think it's a great idea that you keep on alternating. So try and keep it just to one language the first 10 minutes and just to the other language, and try and find someone that's about the same level as you. So my fourth tip I had gotten from reading the 4-Hour Workweek. Tim Ferriss did this fascinating, amazing job. He had a bonus chapter at the end of there that you go find online. I believe the password at the time was living. I read it years ago. It was from 2007, his book. So he also learned a number of languages, some of them being Asian languages, and he's an American guy from Princeton. So he said to learn the 25 most common verbs, 25 most common nouns, and 25 most common adverbs. And that way you can graduate to 50, 50, 50, or 100, 100, and 100. So you can find these groupings of the most common words on the internet. And then instead of filling your mind with 10,000 words that you'll never use, then you find the most utilitarian words, learn the conjugations of those, and then move along. So basically, you can quickly do this speed learning of languages. And then lastly, what I would say is try and listen to media of different radio personalities, different TV people. Try and listen to films, especially the ones with the subtitles, because then you get a sense of what the different accents are. And as well, you can follow along. If you're good enough and advanced enough to actually follow the speech, try and do what an ear prompter person would do and listen, and then just start 2 or 3 seconds right after, and you can say the exact same words, and then that way you'll be able to know how quickly you'll be able to do it, or you'll be able to speak it or not. Or you can download something, let's say like Audible, which I love. It's this app. And for instance, you can listen to things on double speed or 1.5 speed, and it's not pulling up right now, but if you're able to do that, you can do it on the lower speeds, right? This is this fascinating book, Bold, I just spoke about. So you go like this, and it adjusts the speed to be 50% less than the regular speed, or double speed, or 3 times the speed. And that way, if you're just sitting at home, you can follow along to what they're saying. If it's in English, Spanish, any other language you like, then you can adjust your speeds and rhythms and learn how to say words, enunciate the words if you're supposed to in that particular language. So those are some tips. And lastly, as an exercise, I would say you can also try saying a word a little different. For instance, I bought a bag of chips. Instead of saying 12 grams lean soy protein per 34 gram serving, say 12 gram lean soy protein per 34 gram serving. So try and change the intonation, try and change the speed, and that'll help you discover something newer about the phrase or the word that you may not have realized previously. So best of luck and good luck with your linguistic endeavors.